All right, so man, it's getting good, man. It's been a very interesting day. Drake drop and give me 50. You know, um, and then Rick Ross, like about an hour and some change, dropped Champagne Moments where he got it Drake. This is what hip hop used to be about, man. I like the spirit of competition. I listen to Drake's song Drop and Give Me 50. It was okay. I didn't think it was like monumental. It wasn't nothing that was gonna change the game forever. And I listened to Rick Ross Champagne Moments where he was basically insinuating Drake don't write his own rhymes and talking about a white boy and all that stuff and saying Drake had plastic surgery, So it was solid, man. It's now is it in the same category with no Vaseline or ether or something like that? No, absolutely not. But I thought it was solid, man. Good effort by Rick Ross, man. Boss, you know, boss. So the former correctional officer did his thing, and it was a good, solid track. And like I said, man, this is like the essence of hip hop that I used to like, the beefs and stuff. But as long as it didn't get to the point to where you thought violence was gonna jump off, then everything was cool. Cause like I said before, I used to like a good battle rap, and it's a lost art now. But it's just funny when Drake he tries to get at somebody and then people say, "Hey man, your ghostwriters like really, went in and stuff." But my thing is, if people could say that, and see, that's the thing I was trying to say when, a lot of times these Eminem stands, they try to change the narratives now. They say, okay, well, you know, um, Benzino's diss record towards Eminem don't count, even though it was solid because he had ghostwriters. But now everybody is saying Drake's record count towards Kendrick Lamar, even though many people assume that Drake had ghostwriters. So this is why I laugh at Eminem fans because they're just full of it and you just can't take them seriously. And I just know that Eminem is greasing the palms of some of these rappers to say that he's one of the best out there. And I'm sorry, when it pertains to this hip hop stuff, when you go to war, you got to believe that you the best out there. You know, nothing is wrong with the spirit of competition. I mean, we doing it on YouTube with our content, with our channels and stuff. I have competitors. I have people that I get along just fine with and stuff. It ain't no beef, but they are my competitors as well as they're my allies, friends, associates, whatever you want to call it. They are my competitors. I'm competing against them. Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say about none of these dudes unless they say something bad about me. Then we'll take it from there. We'll see what happens next. But yeah, Rick Ross, his song was solid. It was solid, and I'm being very objective. I'm calling it like how I see it. When it came to 7 Minute Drill by J Cole, which he since removed from all streaming services. Um, I thought it was okay, but I didn't think it was up to par with like that. And then Drake drop and give me 50. It's okay, but I think Rick Ross song is better. That's just my own personal opinion. It ain't having ill will towards Drake. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not the biggest Drake fan. You know, I am not a Drake fan at all. I really don't care for his music. Just don't like him. Just don't like him. I think Drake is a cornball. I just think he's corny, and I just think he tries too hard. Sometimes he wants all the ladies and the streets at the same time, but he don't really come from that background. That's why he does a lot of rap and singing, which ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Um, I just always found Drake corny, man, and that's just me. You know, I just thought a lot of his material he just was trying too hard, and I didn't think it was authentic. I just I thought he was what he was, a manufactured, artist. and history kind of like proves it. Now, don't get me wrong, Drake has went on to make a lot of money, and good for him. And I do like the fact that Rick Ross said in the song, he said, "I got more cheddar than you." Solid, very solid. But I just wanted to give my quick take and interpretation on the song. So I got to get back to cooking this chicken and stuff, baking, not frying. But if I wanted to fry it, so what? I don't want to hear this stuff about the, whatever. But nevertheless, though, that's just my own personal opinion. I thought the effort by Rick Ross was very stellar. But Drake, one thing about me, I am really keen on lyrics. I don't know. I have no idea. Thank you for your comment. Much love to you. One thing about me being from the genre that I am, I'm spoiled. Now I don't want to use that terminology for a man, spoiled, but I'm used to having things did in a certain way. Like just the era I came from, people was really keen on having great beats, great lyrics, presentation, performance. It all came into play. Now what you have in this day of hip hop, you got people that can rap, but they can't perform. Then you have people that can perform, but they can't really rap. Then you have people that have great lyrics, but they don't have good music. Then you have people that have good music, they don't have, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the best lyrics. To me, I came from an era where you got blessed with artists that had them all for the most part. They had it all. They had the beats, they had the lyrics, they could perform. LL Cool J, I ain't gonna lie, LL Cool J didn't always bring it on every album, but when you bought a LL Cool J album, he had the stuff that LL Cool J never released as singles was his best work. But one thing about LL, you was getting a hell of a performance. When you watched him on TV, you knew you was gonna get a great performance, and that's what's lacking sometimes. One thing about the Migos make uh they made great music, but just watching them perform, you wasn't that interested in watching them perform. That's it. Oh yeah, I remember the Pusher T thing. Now Rick Ross did his thing. Now Rick Ross did his thing though. Yeah, but LL Cool J, the thing about LL Cool J, LL Cool J had a male fan base too because people was slapping Bigger and Deffer, and they were buying this out. Mr. Smith, that was a classic. That was one of LL Cool J's underrated albums that didn't get enough credit. Walking with a Panther was, I'm talking about, that was hardcore. But Drake, he just seemed like, but LL Cool J never presented himself as a street dude. So, but Drake, he be trying to act like he, tied to that kind of stuff. I know his grandmother, I know his uncle is Larry Graham, and Larry Graham is from the town. Larry Graham is the dude that made One in a Million and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, but Drake ain't like that. Drake ain't like that though. He really isn't. I forgot about the Pusher T stuff, but yeah, Rick Ross, man, he was clever, and he was smooth the way. And the thing was, Rick Ross was smooth how he was dropping the bars too. Very smooth with his presentation, with his delivery. It was solid, like I said, because some people, Kendrick Lamar, he was rapping with like force, anger. You know, Rick Ross was just dropping them smooth bars, man. So I think that's kind of like what made the song even more effective. But yeah, man, it was solid though. But anyway, you guys, appreciate you guys. Just wanted to give y'all a quick, my quick take on the song. So there you have it. Got to get back to this boxing stuff. So tune in to the lives. Out.